Shalom, brothers and sisters. Warm greetings to all of you. You know, yesterday my video was 60 biblical facts about the seventh-day Sabbath. If you guys, if you haven't watched it, please look it up and watch it. And I thank you for watching all my videos, of course. But today, this segment is going to be about the 40 biblical facts about the first day of the week, Sunday. So let's get at it. For like 660 from the other day, the 60. Ooh, that almost wore me out. Now this was 40 though, but we'll get down to it. All right. Okay, here we go. This is about the Sunday. Number one, the very first work recorded in the Bible is done on Sunday. Genesis 1, verse 1 through 5. It was done by the Creator himself. If Yahweh made the earth on Sunday, can it be wicked for us to work on Sunday? It's a question some ponder. Number two, Yahweh commands men to work upon the first day of the week. Exodus chapter 20, 8 through 11. Is it wrong to obey Yahweh? Yeah. Number three, none of the patriarchs ever kept Sunday. Number four, none of the prophets ever kept Sunday as a sacred day. Number five, by the express command of Yahweh, his holy people used the first day of the week as a common working day for at least 4,000 years. Number six, Yahweh himself calls the first day of the week a working day. Ezekiel chapter 46, verse 1. Number seven, Yahweh did not rest on Sunday. Number eight, he never blessed Sunday. Number nine, Yeshua did not rest on Sunday. You never found one thing where he went in a synagogue on a Sunday or anything like that. Number 10, Yeshua was a carpenter, Mark 6, verse 3, and worked at his trade until he was 30 years old. He kept the Sabbath and worked 6 days in the week, as all admit. Therefore, he did many a hard day's work on a Sunday. And if he didn't, if he worked on Saturday, he would have sinned. But, you know, of course, the lamb, he is spotless. He didn't sin. Number 11, the apostles worked on the first day of the week as Yeshua did. Number 12, the apostles never rested on Sunday. There's not any biblical documentation about that. Number 13, Yeshua never blessed Sunday. Not once in the scriptures did he bless Sunday. Number 14, no divine authority has ever blessed Sunday. Number 15, Yahweh has never sanctified the first day of the week. Number 16, there is no law to enforcing the keeping of Sunday, so it is not a sin to work on it. For where no law is, there is no transgression. Romans chapter 4, 15, and 1 John 3, 4. Number 17, New Testament does not forbid work to be done on it. Number 18, there is no penalty for its violation. Number 19, there is no blessing promised for its observance. Number 20, there is no regulations on keeping it. Would this be so if Yeshua wished us to keep it? Number 21, never is it called a Christian Sabbath. Number 22, never is it called a Sabbath day at all. Number 23, never is it called the Lord's Day. Number 24, never is it called a day of rest. Never. 25, Sunday has no sacred in the Bible, then why should we call it holy? Because it all started with the Catholic Church. They wanted to replace it. They wanted to take all the Jewishness out of the church at Yeshua had built up. He wanted to take all the Jewish stuff out and separate themselves from, and then blaming the Jews, all the Jews who've ever lived, who lived at their times and on to our times and beyond, blaming all the Jews for for the crucifixion of Yeshua. Number 26, the Bible refers to Sunday as the first day of the week, not the seventh day of the week, not the Sabbath. 27, Yeshua never mentioned it in any way, never took its name upon his lips, so far as the record shows. The record meaning the scriptures. 28, the word Sunday never occurs in the Bible at all. The word Sunday. First day does, but not Sunday. Sunday is a pagan name for that day. Sunday. Day of the sun. 29, neither Yahweh, Messiah, nor inspired men ever said one word about Sunday being a holy day. Not one. Number 30, there's only 8 references to the first day of the week in all the New Testament. And you can find that in Matthew chapter 28, verse 1, Mark 16, verse 2 and 9, Luke 24, verse 1, John 20, verse 1 and 19, Acts 20, 17, 1 Corinthians 16, verse 2. None of these texts make Sunday holy. They don't. Number 31, 6 of these texts refer to the same day. 32, Paul directed the saints to look over their secular affairs on that day, which was the first day. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 2. Number 33. In all the New Testament, we have a record of only one religious meeting held upon that day. And even this was a night meeting. You'll find that in Acts chapter 25 through 12. The English Bible expressly says on Saturday night. Number 34. There is not an intimation that anyone ever held a meeting upon it before or after that. 35. It was not their custom to meet on that day. 36. There was no requirement to break bread on that day. 37. We have an account of only one instance in which it was done. That's Acts chapter 20, verse 7. Now, 38. That was done in the night after midnight. You can find out verse 7 through 11. Yeshua celebrated on Thursday evening. Luke was it 22, and the disciples sometimes did it every day. Acts 2, verses 42 through 46. Now 39. The Bible nowhere says that the first day of the week commemorates the resurrection of Yeshua. This is a tradition of men which makes void the law of Yahweh. Matthew 15, verses 1 through 9. Baptism commemorates the burial, the resurrection of Yeshua. Romans 6, verses 3 through 5. Finally, number 40, the New Testament is silent about any change of the Sabbath or any sacredness for the first day of the week. And here we have, between yesterday's program today, the 60 biblical facts of the Sabbath and the 40 about the Sunday. We have 100 plain biblical facts upon the Sabbath Sunday question. They show conclusively that the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh in both the Old and New Testament. So that stuff comes from the Bible, either the chapters, verses in the books, or the common sense of the structure and what is being conveyed and said in it. And You know, we got to remember, we got to believe the word of Yahweh over man and traditions and organizations and, you know, man-made dogmas, stuff like that. It's very important. You know, that's the greatest love. If we, you know, the greatest love is if we take his word over man's word. You know, we still got to pray for, you know, the deceived, you know. I mean, a lot of them were born into that type of religious structure. Some are desperate and everything, and they just went ahead and just joined it because they had some kind of feeling of maybe they was getting old, a midlife crisis, anything really. But you know, they just get in there, sit in the benches, put their salvation on cruise control, and or let the pastor, you know, dictate everything, and they just, you know, just listen. They don't check up. They don't take it serious. They think if I'm in a church and I hear him, you know, I'm going to do all right because, you know, he's preaching to me. But, you know, that's just not the way it goes. You know, and then they're doing it on the wrong day, the first day of the week. And expressly, and it plainly says in Scripture that it's Saturday, the seventh day. Man always tries to wiggle things around, you know, some kind of logic or word play, or he tries anything to get around what is expressly said in Scripture. So I hope that was helpful for you. And like I said, you know, please share this video with other people, subscribe, hit the notification bells, and please like this video and my other videos. Check that other one out, the 60 biblical facts about the seventh day Sabbath if you haven't already, and comment below. And with that said and done, thank you, shalom, and peace out.